Hi guys, so for today, I'm going over some dating profile of women to help you make better sense of what they mean, how to read between the lines to find out who the person really is, and how to interpret the overall profile for red or green flags so you can make an informed decision. So the first one says, I'm tired of playing games. In my book, what that really makes is that the woman has been around, has had her fair share of experiences, and while her formula has worked for most of the time, it isn't working now, and she's probably been dumped because of that. I think this is as simple of a red flag that you can see early on when you're going through a woman's profile. When she says she's tired of playing games, she's also admitting that she's the one who's been playing games with other guys and is now just bored and wants some simple man to revolve his life around hers and worship her like the princess she thinks she is. Another one says, I'm looking for a real man. So guys, this is another red flag. A big one. If she's saying she wants a real man, she basically wants a guy who is masculine and great in bed, but also submissive to her so she can control him all the time. And by the way, how does she know who a real man really is? Guys, never let a woman tell you that she wants you to be a real man. Because for her, a real man is someone who checks all the 500 boxes in her list of what a man should be. And these boxes, I can bet, include things like, he must earn more than $1 million, he must be above 6 feet, he must be well endowed, he must own 4 cars, he must have 3 houses, he must look exactly like that particular actor, he must own a Rolex, he must be listened to her every demand, he must look after the children while she goes shopping every day, and so on. So please just stay away from such women because they will always try to fit you into a box they have conjured in their minds. And it will take you all over your life to try and fit into one, if you try that is. And if you do try, then the game's over. Right, so this one says, I'm a proud feminist. Okay, so feminists are a different breed. This woman believes in equality and yet will want the guy to work around the house or apartment, fixing anything and everything from the roof to the plumbing, the floors, and the kitchen sink. She'll expect the guy to make twice as much as her and give her 1/2 of it, even if she does not spend $1 on him or in their relationship. She will have these wild expectations of what he should do. She'd expect him to hold her purse in the mall while she goes around buying luxury designer bags financed by his income. That's what feminists are like mostly. Here's another one. This woman says, I'm not good at texting. What this really means is that she's only going to text you back very selectively at her discretion because she's too busy texting 4 other guys as well. So unless you promise to take her to her favorite restaurant, expect complete silence on the phone because she's too busy having a great time juggling around 4 other guys who buy her the gifts she wants. She's going to use you and drain you of your money. If you're someone who doesn't have to wait for her to text back, this isn't the right woman for you. If you're someone who wants clear communication with your woman, this isn't for you. Because she's going to keep you waiting, and she's going to keep you at an arm's length until you make her the center of your universe. Even then, she's going to use you to get what she wants, so it's best to stay away from her. Now, I'm not only going to point out the red flags in women's dating profiles. A green flag in this case would be a woman who's honest about her intentions with you and responds to your texts. If she's interested in you, she'll show it, and she won't play hard to get. If she isn't going to ignore you. She's going to be straight with you and tell you she isn't interested. And that's great. Men like it when a woman is honest and straight about what she wants. Really, it saves a lot of time, energy, and resources. You can then move on and forget about the encounter without any hassle. This one says, I want a family man. Okay, so I think this is a tricky one because most guys truly fall for such women. She wants a family man. Okay, that's great. The phrase suggests that she wants to settle down with her or her children as well from her previous relationship. She's tired of hopping from guy to guy and has realized that her value in the intimacy marketplace isn't what she thought it was. She's been with the alphas, she's been with the omegas, she's been with her high school sweetheart, and now she just wants a man to come into her life, sweep her off her feet, and hold her tight while she enjoys the life she thinks she deserves. What will happen in this scenario is that the guy will end up having to pay for her lifestyle, her international travel, her designer handbags and heels, and be expected to give her the emotional time she needs. What does he get in return? A half-hearted attempt at intimacy once or twice a month, and a daily dose of nagging and complaining? Not worth it. Not worth it at all. The man can rather spend that time to build his life, his physique, and improve his knowledge, travel the world, invest, and rather spend that money on charity. That's what I would do instead. There's no need for drama in my life. This one says, I have 3 fur babies. Right. So this woman has 2 cats and a dog, and she wants it to be known that she has her 3 fur babies. This generally means this woman is a loner. She hasn't had quality relationships, and neither has she accomplished much in her career, so to fill that void, she has 3 fur babies to play with because she definitely needs something to play with. She's someone who desperately wants children and will try to force you into having them as soon as you commit to her. Sure, there might be some guys who actually want that. I respect that. Good for you. But I still think it's a red flag because from the very beginning of the relationship, she's setting a huge expectation from you and is demanding that sooner or later she wants her own babies. This also translates to her having an unnecessary and probably an unhealthy emotional attachment to her pets, and she will have that same thing going on with the guy who chooses to date her. Not a healthy experience, that one. Here's the last one I'll share today. It says, "I'm just tired and sick of the hookup culture." This one is interesting because she's telling you that she's been a part of the hookup culture herself for a long time, which is why she's tired of it. It means she's been around the block or the whole city and has experienced everything and everyone. Now she feels like she's been with every other guy on the internet and now wants someone else. Woman, you can also do that by moving to another city and having your way over there. I think this woman is also of an age now where she realizes that she spent most of her prime years having fun with every other dude that gave her the attention she needed. Now, since her value in the intimacy marketplace is on a steady decline and will go to the bottom in a couple of years, she's out on a hunt to find a guy who will have her, take care of her, and spend his money on her for the rest of his life. Because she's just tired now, and she thinks guys are just idiots who'd rather buy an old Honda from the 80s instead of the new Tesla. I mean, it's obvious she's never had a proper long-term relationship because she's been too busy having her fun. And now, since her days are numbered and her value is going down, she suddenly wants someone to cuddle her for life and buy her lollipops. Not going to happen. That's it for today, guys. Hope you learned something from this and are better prepared to decode women's dating profiles and understand what they're really saying. Hit me up in the comments if you have anything to say. Thanks for tuning in.